This is Kira Johnson, and we're live at the live remote at Bludso's Barbecue Restaurant at 323 Walker Street in Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm here with Miss Candace Hines. How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm great. Miss Candace is a drummer and a host of the event You and Music Meet. So, my first question I always like to ask is tell us about the defining moment that made you want to go into this career path.
Well, as a musician, as a drummer, I started when I was young. I started at 9 years old. My dad was a youth pastor at the church,
Okay,
and you know how little kids always like to play around with the instruments.
of
I
course.
was one of those curious kids that like to play around with the drums. And prior to him getting started, I was just up there playing around. He told me to stay up there, and I didn't know what I was doing at the time. I never took lessons,
Right.
but I stayed up there that night, did what I could, and every week he would ask me to stay up there, stay and stay. So I started learning the drum just by playing around, and eventually started playing for my church. And I got a love, and I developed a love for that. And throughout the years, I just stuck with the drums. I played the piano as well, but the drums was my primary.
Okay. So this is like a lifelong dream for you then.
Yeah, yes, I've been playing for 26 years.
Oh wow, that's a long time. So you pretty much perfected your craft.
I I would say I'm always growing. You know, I don't ever want to say I'm a expert at what I do, but I'm always looking to grow and expand.
Right.
Yes.
I always say that every day you should learn something new. If not, I mean, your day isn't really fulfilled. So that's great that you know that you're still always growing. So tell me about the challenges that you face. I mean, I know drumming is something like a man's territory, so I know you face kind of some sort of challenges with this profession.
Yeah, as a drummer, it's very interesting because you know when you start young,
Mm-hmm.
you get used to certain things.
Right.
So I guess you can say I've always been challenged with that. You know, being in a male dominant profession,
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't bother me. I've gotten so used to it. You know, especially when you are. I'm also a model too, so
Okay.
when you are a woman like myself, you
Mm-hmm.
know, constantly getting hit on, I'm so used to it that it
Right.
doesn't even bother me. You know, I don't know.
Hmm. So it's like no discrimination towards you or anything like that. Like they're welcoming.
Well, it all depends because sometimes, you know, there's favoritism because
Mm,
you're a female drummer. And at the same time, it's competition because you're competing against other male drummers who've been
mm,
in it a long time. And sometimes they challenge you, well, you're a girl, you hit like a girl. And it's almost like I feel pressure to do more and to
right.
prove myself more.
So like almost to overcompensate.
Right.
Right. I understand that. Well, tell us about your event. You and Music Meet. Like, how did you come? How did you come to be a part of this?
You and Music Meet is my event. I started in 2013, March of 2013.
Mm,
I had moved to Atlanta and I was here for about 2 years. Moved here in 2009. I was here for about 2 years, and I was trying to get acclimated with the music scene.
mm,
And I went to different open mic sessions, and I wasn't really finding what I was looking for. I see a lot of people come out and do cover songs.
right.
And for musicians, you know, we come out and we try to jam with people, but not necessarily as an independent artist looking to connect with the right people who
Mm,
can move your careers forward.
right.
And so I decided to come up with an event where that can happen. But what I did strategically was to bring people who were seasoned professionals in the music industry
Mm,
who've won accolades. And I created the You and Music Meet event where there was a panel of these individuals who had done numerous things in the music industry. And in addition to that, giving an opportunity for independent artists to showcase and perform so that they can connect with these individuals, as well as inviting an audience who really appreciate music and can learn from this platform.
that's amazing because I know it's really hard out here for independent artists. Like everybody thinks that you need a record label backing you, so I think it's important to get a spotlight on independent artists. I think that's awesome. When does this event happen? Is it like a monthly thing or is it weekly or?
Well, initially it started out being a monthly event,
Mhm.
monthly, once a month. And right now, I would probably say it's about every 2 months.
Okay.
I'm still working out some details for upcoming dates, so that's why I haven't planned anything consistently
Hmm.
this year. But once those dates come about, you can always find information online or on the Facebook page.
Okay. Let us know your website and your Facebook page.
For You Music Meet, the website address is www, the letter U,
Hmm.
and
Is it
musicmeet.com.
the word and or is it like the
It's AND.
Okay, yeah. All right. And how do you juggle your career and your personal life? I know that's always a biggie, especially for me. And I know people have children or other obligations, so
Right.
it becomes hard. I know.
Right. For myself, it's kind of don't have a personal life.
Oh,
I don't have a
that
social life.
helps.
I'm always working.
So that helps you. I know a lot with your career, so that's great.
Yeah.
Um, what advice do you have for up and coming musicians or models in the industry trying to make way?
My advice would be to, for musicians, of course, practice, practice, practice.
Mm,
You can never. My mic just went out.
I know. I think the mics are off. I think the mics are on. I think we heard it at the same time. We heard it at one point, but now it's like nothing. That's all right. Hello. Yeah, I think it's back. Joe, there was a glitch with the system. You good? Okay. All right. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
So, do you have any upcoming projects that you want to talk about?
Well, I'm also an actress. I do a lot of. I
Okay.
wear different hats. That's why I
Hmm.
said it's so hard for me to have a personal life. But
Yeah.
my sister has a web series. It's called the Complex Web Series.
Hmm.
Right now, we just released episode 9, and you can find that on YouTube. The Complex Web Series. We've had thousands of views on there. I play
Okay.
the actress Riri. So if you want to check that out. Also, I'm in the process of planning a conference. I'm doing a lot of different speaking engagements that I have set up for this year.
Hmm.
So I'm planning a speaking engagement where I can empower the young people as well as with women. So
Okay.
for more information, you can check out my website, CandaceHines.com, or you can stay abreast on Facebook as well.
Okay. Well, thank you for talking with us, and I'm so happy to interview you. You are a jack of many trades. I'm looking at these two. I didn't even know that you were an actress. So that's awesome. I wish you the best of luck in your careers and all your endeavors.
Thank you.
And this is Survivor Radio Network. We're at Bludso's Barbecue, 323 Walker Street, Atlanta, Georgia. And I am broadcasting live for Survivor Radio Network, where we do radio.